Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to Makeup by Ammo. Now that I have gotten my brows professionally shaped, I'm going to show you how I fill them in on a daily basis. So I only use a few products: Anastasia Beverly Hills double-sided angled brush and spoolie, MAC Soba Shadow. It's a very close to blonde color. Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and this is in blonde. NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in milk, and this is what I use to carve my brow. And then I use a concealer brush, and this is by Sonia Kashuk, which you can find at Target. It is number 110. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I brought the camera a little bit closer so that you can see it a little bit better. So I go ahead with my Soba Shadow and the angled brush, the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I just lightly start to dip it in there, pat it a little bit, and I go ahead and switch it over to the spoolie, and you're going to brush your brows up and out. Again, up and out. Now, using what I put onto this angled brush, I start with the top of the brow, and in small strokes I start to fill in where the brow begins. Just like how Rachel had waxed each of my eyebrows on the top first to help create that symmetry, I'm doing the same thing as I'm filling it in. Powder creates a very natural way of filling in your brows, so if you just want to do the eyeshadow or brow powder, that is a great option. I like to finish up with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow on the ends, just because I have blonde hair. It sometimes fades away quickly, and that is a waterproof formula, sweat proof, it lasts all day, and it gives you a little bit more of a defined look just on the outer corners. If you do not want that defined look, you can just go with the powder all the way through the brow. So I'm going under the brow now, creating that line in small strokes, and whatever I have left on here, I just start to blend into the brow. As I'm placing the product, I also like to blend it out a little bit. This is a great way to blend out just in case you put a little bit too much. So I'm just bringing that powder up to the arch of the brow. Now that I have the first portion of my eyebrows filled in, we're going to go ahead and go with the dip brow. And here's a trick as to how I use this. A lot of concerns that I've heard from clients is, I feel like my brows are going to look too painted on if I use a creamy product like this. So the way that I do it is I take a little bit of the product and then I come into the cap. I swirl it around and I tap it off a little bit. So that picks up just enough product without grabbing too much. Now taking this, I go right up into the arch. And again, in small strokes, I start to fill in the bottom of the brow. Picking up a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and extend my brow. And I love an extended brow personally. It reminds me of Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge. So then I go ahead and I start with the top of the arch. I like the top of my arch to be just a tiny bit rounded. I don't like it to be too pointy. And then I use whatever is left on my brush to go just right on the top of the brow, just like that. And you also want to blend this in with that spoolie. Quick tip, sometimes when it's hard to get right under here on the eyebrow, I like to lift my eyebrows to help create that line. And then again, blend, blend, blend. Now for my favorite part. This is where we actually carve the brow. This gives your brow a lot of shape and makes it look very defined. Now I do like to use the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk just because my skin is so fair. If you're not really comfortable with using white, say you're a darker skin tone, you can use a concealer that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. So I just take my concealer brush and pick up a little bit of the product. And the trick for this is that you start below the brow. You just start placing the product on. Once you have the product placed, then you're going to use the edge of the brush just to come right under the brow to carve it out. And as always, you need to blend, blend, blend. After blending with my brush, I do like to use my finger, and I do a combination of patting and swiping. After blending, I like to use my e.l.f. Clear Mascara. It's also for the brows, and it really helps to keep the brows in place all day. And one last time, now that you have that brow product on, you're just going to blend it in, and also you're going to set your brow hairs in place. So I like to go up here, out here, and down on the ends. Alright guys, so that is my current brow routine. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Also, if you have any requests, I would love to hear them. And don't forget to subscribe. So till next time, stay beautiful inside and out. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye!